Well, I guess this kind of like helps me with trying to cover up my insecurity. Dude, speaking of insecurities, like for now, I'm still all natural. Like, I haven't had any work done simply because one, I'm too cheap, and second, I am just so stubborn. I just want the fucking subliminals to work, right? So I have that like dark spot that I feel very self-conscious about. And here I see like these Chinese people from China. I'm American Chinese, so I'm not the same. I'm not, you can't compare the two. But these motherfuckers are like all about getting stuff done to their face, going under the knife, putting cement in their fucking skulls or brain, head area. What else? I saw a new trend. I don't know the guy's name. I don't even know if he's Chinese, but he's like a commentary style um, YouTuber. So he was talking about the new trend being the M-shaped lips. So, of course, it's like not a one size fits all thing, like, because obviously everybody is made differently. So it really just depends on your body type and face, and it sounds easy, and technologically they make it in such a way that it's like as easy as ordering fucking takeout. But, you know, of course, I think it's kind of like a addiction that the Chinese people are like obsessed with. I feel like kind of like it's like Michael Jackson, how he just kept getting more and more and more nose jobs. I feel like once you do something, it's just like a domino effect, and you're just gonna keep going because it's like it's kind of like that pimple analogy that I like to use. It's like once you have a pimple and you just pop it, and you're like you have maybe OCD and you just want to like squeeze all the pus out, and then like maybe you'll just like go around your whole fucking face even if there's nothing to actually pop. You're just going to keep squeezing because you're more like addicted to popping your pimples. So I feel like going under the knife or getting any sort of cosmetic work done, I feel like it's similar to that. I mean, we all have things that we are insecure about. Me included, obviously, because I just showed you what I'm insecure about. That mark, and then this. But I told you I'm like listening to these fucking subs, hoping that something is going to fucking work. And it's hard because, you know, oh, you have to detach. Let the universe do what it's gonna do, etc., blah, blah, blah. And how do I not look at the mirror when, I mean, I have 2 mirrors in my luggage. There's a mirror in the bathroom. And then, of course, every time I'm making a video, like, I'm looking at myself, right? So what am I supposed to do? Like, how do I detach? Like, I have to just acknowledge that it's there, but oh, I already have all the things that I want. Obviously, if I already had everything that I wanted, I probably wouldn't even look like myself. I would probably look like a vampire. Anyway, look, obviously I totally went over time, but it is what it is. I bought a lot of stuff today, right? A lot of stuff that I was hoping to get. Just simple stuff like toiletries. Oh, one of the things that really bothers me about this accommodation, well, I'm not trying to give them free advertising, but I want to eat this, but there's a sign that says $100 fine if I eat in the room. It says like, so no durians. That's like a pretty popular one, which I'm totally okay with. I don't think I'm ever gonna touch durian. And no flammable goods, no smoking, and no eating and drinking. But yet, when I got the room, it comes with 2 small free water bottles. So the thing is, everything is information. So here I am, like, for example, simply saying the currency, right? If I tell you that I get fined $100, then you're going to be like, okay, so what country uses the dollar? Right? I mean, I was saying that I could just be lying, although I did tell you guys that this is, my bigger plan to make this my new home country, but I don't know how I feel about it yet. Regardless, I'm just gonna try and make it work, at least in the short term, to try and save some money, because of course it's just cheaper here. I got the SIM card, and this is what I did. I took a picture of the plans that they had available at the airport, right? And I knew that it was going to be more expensive at the airport. So that's the reason why I didn't get it. I only took it as a picture. I asked her if I could take a picture. And she was like, okay, yeah. But of course I wasn't going to waste my money at the airport because I knew it was going to be overpriced. So you got to be, smart like that. Like, I don't need Wi-Fi right then and there. I mean, thankfully, at the airport, they have the free Wi-Fi. But of course, I told you guys, I asked the information desk to see which one is the trusted network. So that way I connect to that one. I ordered the thing is, like, because of the traffic was horrendous. I was like this close to wanting to, I wanted to like just walk that shit. If I didn't have 2 large humongous suitcases and my backpack, I would have. But I was still, when I got to that point, it was still like, I think less than 2 kilometers away. And I think, if I remember correctly, we were lingering at like 11 minutes ETA for like, we were just sitting there, not moving. Like, even a snail, even a snail was moving faster than us because we were just sitting there, not moving at all. So I was like, what the fuck? So these are like the first impressions, and I'm just like, okay, well, at least I know, like, this is not the best time. I'm never going to travel on this day. Anyway, so, I mean, the thing is, I told you, it wasn't initially part of the plan. The plan was to come here, a few days later, but because of the flight cancellation, etc., everything, it was like a domino effect, and long story short, I finally made it, and I can't even get that comfortable because I have to go somewhere else, because I told you, once one thing is impacted, then everything else gets affected, right? So I have to like fill in any gaps, right? So basically, this place is me filling in a gap. I mean, if I was to explain it as best as I could. So the next place that I go to, I'm going to be able to finally, like, chill for, like, actually be able to unpack my bags. But I'm not really going to be getting too comfortable because I told you guys I'm going to be, spending more time to do other things, like researching, okay, what is a good neighborhood? Let me check out the neighborhoods, see if this is a place that I feel comfortable enough to call home, and then go from there. the thing is, I think AC is absolutely necessary. At first I thought maybe I could just get away with, 2 or 3 really strong fans, but it almost feels like Mexico, or like just a combination of all the hottest places I've ever been to in my entire life, and it's just like a like a Sunday of hotness. Like it's just, you cannot get away from it. That kind of heat, where I feel like if you leave your house and you don't have cash on you, or a way to pay, whether it's using, I guess, QR codes. I don't do that shit, Mark of the Beast. But you need to have your cash on you, or a credit card, and knowing where you can go. There is a Starbucks around, but I know it's going to be expensive, so I think it's a waste of money. Why am I going to go to Starbucks when I can get a bottle of water? Like, obviously the cheapest thing would be to drink water, right? So okay, yes, I know, I just fucking ate French food today. But duck, I love duck. I grew up in Chinatown, right? So my favorite was Ap Lai Fun. Phop Lai Fun. That was my favorite. Of course, it was, I think when I was growing up, I think it was like $4.50. I think that's how much I used to pay. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if it's like at least $14 or even $20 now, because New York City is outrageously like overpriced now. I don't know why anybody would even want to live there, and you cannot pay me to live in New York City.